You pay your bills. You don't max out your credit cards. You're not buying yachts on Instagram. And yet, your credit score just dropped. Again. You open the app. Maybe it was 720 last month. Now it's 703. No missed payments. No new debt. No obvious reason. So what happened? Because here's the weird thing about credit scores in the United States. You can be responsible with money and still quietly damage your credit. Not with huge mistakes, but with tiny ones. The kind that look harmless. The kind that even banks encourage. Things like closing a credit card, paying off a loan early, using your credit card too much, even when you pay it off. Yeah, the rules are weird, and most people only learn them after their score drops. But once you understand how the system actually works, you start seeing the traps everywhere. Because your credit score isn't just about being responsible, it's about playing the system's game correctly. And today, we're breaking down 7 money mistakes that quietly destroy credit scores, even for people who think they're doing everything right. Let's start with something most Americans experience. You're trying to be financially responsible. You're paying bills on time, you're working on your debt, maybe you finally paid off a credit card or paid off a student loan. You feel proud, like you just leveled up financially. But then something weird happens. Your credit score drops, and suddenly the system feels like a financial treadmill. No matter what you do, you're still running. Part of the confusion is that credit scores are not really about wealth. They're about predicting borrowing behavior. In other words, your credit score isn't measuring how rich you are. It's measuring how predictable you are as a borrower. Banks want to know, will this person pay us back? Will they keep using credit? Will they stay profitable? And sometimes the things that make you financially healthier make you less profitable to lenders, which creates some strange incentives, like the system liking it when you carry credit lines, but disliking when you close them, rewarding you for using credit regularly, but penalizing you for using too much at once. It's basically a financial hamster wheel. You need credit to prove you're good with credit so you can get more credit. And if you don't understand the rules, small mistakes start stacking up. Not dramatic ones, quiet ones. The kind that slowly chip away at your credit score over months or years. And the worst part? Most people think they're doing the responsible thing, which is exactly why these mistakes are so common. Hey, my name is Red, and I'm obsessed with figuring out how money actually works. Not the motivational poster version, not the just buy fewer lattes version. The real system. The one with hidden rules, weird incentives, and financial traps most people never see until it's too late. On this channel, we break down money psychology, banking systems, debt traps, and how regular people can slowly build financial stability in a system that isn't always designed for it. Quick disclaimer though, this video is education and entertainment only. I'm not a financial advisor. Always talk to a professional before making major financial decisions. All right, let's talk about the 7 quiet credit score killers. When people first start getting their finances together, they're usually in survival mode. Bills are stressful, debt feels heavy, savings are small. Maybe the goal is simple: pay off a credit card, build a $1,000 emergency fund, stop living paycheck to paycheck. But then something interesting happens. You start doing better. Your score improves. Your debt shrinks. And suddenly, the system starts paying attention. Credit card offers, pre-approved loans, exclusive financing deals, buy now, pay later apps, retail store cards, travel reward cards, 0% APR offers. Your mailbox becomes a credit invitation party. And this is where people unknowingly walk into traps, because the financial system rewards activity, not simplicity. More cards, more accounts, more borrowing history, which slowly introduces a bunch of subtle mistakes. Mistake number 1, closing old credit cards. Seems responsible, right? You paid it off. Why keep it? But credit scores reward long credit history. Closing a card shortens your average account age. Score drops. Mistake number 2, using too much of your credit limit, even if you pay it off every month. This is called credit utilization. If you use more than about 30% of your limit, your score might drop temporarily. Mistake number 3, applying for too many cards at once. Each application triggers a hard inquiry. Too many in a short period, lenders get nervous. Score dips. Mistake number 4, missing tiny payments. Even something like $25 of medical bills sent to collections can damage your credit for years. Mistake number 5, co-signing loans for friends or family. Sounds generous, but if they miss payments, your credit takes the hit. Mistake number 6, closing loans early. Yes, even paying something off early can slightly lower your score because it reduces your active credit mix. And finally, mistake number 7, ignoring your credit report. Because errors happen more often than people think, and fixing them can raise your score faster than almost anything else. Let's look at the numbers behind one of the biggest credit score factors, credit utilization. It makes up roughly 30% of your FICO score. Here's a simple example. You have a credit card with a $10,000 limit. If you carry a balance of $500, your utilization is 5%. That's excellent. But if your balance hits $4,000, your utilization jumps to 40%. Even if you pay it off at the end of the month, your score might temporarily drop because the balance was reported before payment. Another example. Let's say you have 3 credit cards, each with a $5,000 limit. Total available credit, $15,000. If you spend $3,000 total, your utilization is 20%. Healthy. But close one card, now your available credit drops to $10,000. Same spending, new utilization, 30%. Score impact. Nothing about your life changed, but the math did. That's the quiet part of the system. Your score isn't just behavior, it's ratios and formulas. Let's look at 2 people, Alex and Jordan. Both are 26. Both earn about $60,000 a year. Both start with a credit score around 690. At first, their financial lives look identical. Same job, same rent, same student loan balance. But then something small changes. Alex decides to simplify. Pays off a credit card, closes the account, uses mostly debit cards, avoids credit. Seems responsible, but slowly Alex's credit history shrinks. Utilization rises because fewer credit lines exist. Score drifts downward. By age 30, Alex's score is around 660. Now, getting a car loan means higher interest rates, which means paying thousands more over time. Jordan takes a different path. Keeps older credit cards open, uses them occasionally, keeps utilization under 10%, checks credit reports once a year, automates payments. Jordan isn't richer. Jordan just understands the rules. By age 30, Jordan's credit score climbs to 760 plus. Now banks compete to lend money to Jordan. Lower mortgage rates, better loan terms, higher credit limits. Same income, same lifestyle. Completely different financial options. And that's the power of understanding how the system measures you. So if you want to protect your credit score, here's a simple framework. Rule number 1, never miss payments. Payment history is about 35% of your score. Automate minimum payments if you have to. Just don't miss them. Rule number 2, keep utilization under 30%. Under 10% is even better. Low utilization signals stability. Rule number 3, keep old accounts open. Age of credit history matters. Here's the mindset shift most people eventually realize. A credit score isn't a measure of your wealth, it's a measure of your borrower reliability, which means the goal isn't to worship your credit score. The goal is to use it strategically, to unlock better options, lower interest rates, cheaper mortgages, more financial flexibility. Because when life gets unpredictable, credit access can buy you time. But the real goal is building a life where you need it less and less every day. Savings, investments, financial breathing room. Because money isn't really about status, it's about options. And the strange catch with credit scores is this: the mistakes that damage them are usually quiet, invisible, and totally avoidable once you understand the rules. Play the game carefully, and eventually you won't need to play it nearly as much. Old cards are valuable, even if you barely use them. Rule number 4, limit hard inquiries. Don't apply for multiple credit cards or loans at the same time. Space them out. Rule number 5, check your credit reports. Use annualcreditreport.com. Look for errors. Dispute anything suspicious. Rule number 6, avoid co-signing loans, unless you're prepared to make the payments yourself, because